Good morning all, hope you're doing well. Friday the 12th of August 2022. We are risk on at the big picture and a 24-hour change, so they're adding to that bias. So for every one person buying indices, there's nearly 10 people shorting. So they're like caught now, and they're trying to get themselves out of that position, which we can see in the 24-hour change. You do note that the daily shifting is 0. Now currently we've got an API issue on the spreadsheet, and it's saying the result is not defined, and that's absolutely alien to me. I don't understand that at all. So I'm going to try and fix this. Once I fixed it, then it's going to sort itself out. Right? So wish me luck on that. It's completely new to the whole thing, the API stuff. So hopefully I can fix it. It might just be a case just trial and error, maybe. So wish me luck on that. The short dated fell, the long dated rose, and that could actually indicate a little bit of a steepening on the curve, in so much we want these to be where they are, really not to spike too much higher, but these need to come down at the short dated. So if they do, then we're going to get a steepening of the curve, and that'll be bullish for risk. Currently we are curving. So that's not too bullish. That's quite risk off. That we want this to be, in ascension like that, like a diagonal. So the VIX is well below its 52-week midpoint. So set an alarm for 26.5. Quite a lot of standouts: AU, EG, EU. We've got dollar CAD, oil, and gold. And what we want to try and do is get the static nature to match with the dynamic. The static is whether or not it's a buy or a sell at the high level. Are we above or below 50%? And the dynamic is them adding to that bias over time. So this is the high level view. This is the low level view. So you do want the two to match, okay? However, do remember Friday can be a bit of a payday, and they might be right in short in the AU. The VIX did spike above 20, so maybe it could be a payday for them today, so be careful. And Fridays are always quite tricky. So let's have a look. NU is the currency pair that's leading, and dollar Swiss is the laggard. So Kiwi strength and also Swiss strength as well versus the dollar. So this went out at 9:10. It's going well, but like I say, be careful. It's Friday, and it can be payday. So green's a buy, red to sells. See how the indices are green. Like at the top of the video, the risk calculation, it takes into account those metrics, and it gives us an average over the week, which is quite amazing. S&P is possibly making a buy at the hexagon if they sell it. Okay. Likewise, the US 30, they've crossed the 21 moving average, so that is a buy trigger. And German 30 made a buy. They shorted that. That looks like a news spike. Something came out on the news, and they heard, being quite sheep-like, they've probably read some news event. It looks very aggressive, that spike, so I'm not sure what that's about. It's possibly gas pipeline issue related. Something came out, they read the headline, so they pressed the sell button. And they all did it all at once, so that be careful there. Gold is just not zigzagging, it's just chopping. It's not doing much at all. It's very sideways. If it's sideways like this, just avoid it, because there's no indication which way it's going to go, unless you fancy a gamble, of course, and we don't really want to gamble in Quasidb. The largest mover was gold. However, it doesn't match the static, okay, so bear that in mind. Not much movement, to be honest with you. Largest stop loss cluster is AU, 70.29, and the size is 4.37, so that needs to change. That needs to go to 4.37. That's fine. It's lower and larger than yesterday. So after the 1st of September, the Quasidb code is going to revert to 10% discount. So get the annual plan while you can, and you lock it in at a pretty decent discount. If you wait for after the 1st of September, it's going to cost you $31. Get it now, get the annual plan at this, you get it for $10, which is a huge savings. So, that's before and after. This is before, this is after. So, big difference there. So, get the annual plan. I'm going to get the annual plan. Now, this is to do with the API data. This is probably incorrect, I think. We need to make a successful API call, and currently were unable to. So we've got two spreadsheets. We've got a main sheet and we've got a signals sheet. And the signals is telling us that there's a failure in the API call. We know this because there's no difference. Where are we? Oh, we are getting, it is working. Oh, right. Okay. Right, so it looks like it's working, which is cool. It might have just been like a backlog of traffic. Yeah, it's working. That's cool. I've got today's date. Right, what, 2 minutes ago? Right, so I think possibly there was an issue at the MyFX book end where at the back end, we're connecting to their back end, so they might have had an issue on their server. So that's really good sign. That's actually really massive relief. So that is working now, so that's fine. So Quasidb guys, check your MyFX failure rate. This is going to be incorrect, and then you can see the real-time value on the main sheet. Well, that's a relief. I didn't fancy messing around with that code. And so let's ignore this bit because that's obviously incorrect. And if you're a subscriber, you can just check your main sheet and then that will update in real time. And no signals yesterday, which is fine. We had an awesome day on Wednesday. We had 219 pips on Wednesday, so for me that's fine from a from an admin perspective of the sheet. Technical checks. So possible GU buy. God, that flipped a lot. That flipped a lot in the week. Dollar yen. Just anything that's green or red will possibly get the signal only if the sentiment lines up. Only, okay? And there's no fundamental checks in place, just technical and sentimental. And we've had the GDP data out, and then we've got the Mexican consumer sentiment, and that used to be a big mover, funnily enough, back in the day, so that might be another one. And so what I'll do now is just do some double checks, make sure everything's fine on the main sheet. We know the signal sheet is fine, which is a relief. That's a good sign. So if this is working, it means that the main sheet will be working as well. But I think there's a bottleneck of traffic, so that's a huge relief. Have a great weekend. Join the Discord, and there's my links as well. Feel free to use those. There's the Quasidb code for FX SSI. There's my affiliate link to IC Markets. If you fund that and you promise to use it as your main account, you get access to the whole sheet and Discord as well. So it's a pretty good deal for you. You don't have to pay any subscription fee. Just fund your account using that link and you get everything for free. So it's something to think about. Have a great day and an amazing weekend as well. And if you're caught in the heat wave, remember to keep hydrated as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Completely taking it easy. And I'll be back on the weekend, I think, because I need to make a video on our robot. We've got an AI trading robot in Discord now, so that's quite cool, and you'll probably need some video help tutorial for that. Have a great weekend. I'll speak to you on the weekend. If you're a Quasidb customer, check the video on the weekend. So I'll speak to you guys later.